Today.
Yesterday class, the time, I don't know.
Uh, I
You
have
sent
sent you
you.
the, yes, I have sent you the lecture.
Yeah,
Yes, that,
yeah. That time scale,
yes,
I half
yes.
an hour only I taken. I viewed that one.
Okay, no issue, no
Uh,
issue, no issue, no issue, no issue. That was an amazing topic. That was, each and everything is discussed
but
in that
little
topic.
now the nowadays a little hard is there. I could understand one or three times exercise I will do now. Then only it will come in our line.
Yes, it must necessary that you must have a command on the Primavera P6. Okay. So our topic.
Did you take vaccine for this vaccine?
No, I didn't take, Alhamdulillah, yet. But I will.
Yeah.
I really get afraid to take the vaccine.
Today I took vaccine for that. Mm.
Uh, okay, that's good. Alhamdulillah. Say huwa shafi, because it is
Mm.
very much important. Okay.
Yeah, inshallah.
So today, first of all, before going to the setting up the activities, I will delete this all, and today our topic is about float. But
Okay.
before going to the Primavera P6, I will discuss the float today. I want to give you some concept, because without the concept you are not handling to the float very easily. If I talk about that for relationships here, and if I talk open this one, this is this one thing is predecessor and this one thing is successor.
Okay.
These two things in the float is very much important. In our daily life, if I give you the example, you if I said to my mother that first make a tea for me, then cook a food for my brother. Okay? Until you don't make tea for me, until you make tea for me, then don't cook food for my brother. This one, predecessor and successor. The first activity, like my mother go and she started to cook tea. This is predecessor, and the successor is food. Because after that of taking the food, like this one, like successor, my mother will cook the food right now, that is successor. It means that work which is going first is predecessor, and the work which is gonna after that, that is successor. Always remember this arrow, the arrow which is shown you right down here. Into the simple concept, when you want to memorize it, always remember that whenever there is a tail, this tail area show you the predecessor. It means the work which has to be first done. Like I asked my mother to cook the tea, it is predecessor, and when my mother cooked the tea, done the tea, and after she served me, then definitely she will start cook the food for my brother. Then this is successor. It means that whenever I take the construction example or production example, when someone asks you to do the excavation first, and then anti-termite sprayer, then lean concrete, then definitely first of all you will do the excavation, then you will do the lean concrete. That is the example regarding the construction. This is predecessor, it means that before activity, and this is successor, it means that after activity. And always remember that predecessor and successor is the relationship between the two activities. Always remember this. So if I open it right here, like zoom here, where is the zoom option? Right. Okay. Zoom here. No. This one and annotate, or this one. Okay. So now, first of all, I want to explain you one more thing, that there is a project dependency. Project dependencies. What is project dependencies? This relation where your project depends, called project dependencies. This is very, very much important. It is because whenever you are going to start your project, the first step is initiate your project, then plan your project, then execute your project, then finish your project, then close your project or closing out. This is the main steps of your project. But into the project, it's up to you, and you will say to the Primavera P6 that which activity is going to be start first and which activity is going to be start second. For example, if I open here like this one, or when I go to share the screen and whiteboard, share. Have you seen the whiteboard? There.
Yeah.
So here I say that first of all, if I say about the finish to a start here. Now, what is finish to a start? Always remember that finish to a start means your first activity, that is excavation, and your second activity, this is your first activity, and this is your other activity, your excavation, and the other activity is your anti-termite spray. Anti-termite and a spray. This is second activity. Now you say that, and you have applied here the relation finish to a start. Here you applied the relation finish to a start. Now you say that, and this finish to a start means that this anti-termite spray will not start until your excavation is gonna be finished. This is the technique what shows finish to a start relation. And always remember that this is your bar. In the finish to start relation, this will be 2 bars like this. Always remember that into the finish to a start, this is a format like, now this is the start and this is the finish. Now this relation will be like that whenever we have connected with the Primavera P6, finish to start. What does this shows? This shows that the activity A, it means that activity 1 excavation, when finish, then this activity 2 means anti-termite spray will start. Otherwise the anti-termite spray will not start until this relation is gonna be finished. Always remember this technique. Now, if I talk about the other technique, that is your start to a start. Always remember that. What is start to a start? The same technique, whenever I discuss about the start to a start here, it means that this one is a start. Always remember that. And whenever you move it down like this one, and whenever you come here, this is also the start of the bar. It means that this is a start. Always remember this technique. For example, if I show you the example here, like this one. Here I share with you like a start to a start relation. What is start to a start? Into the start to a start, if there is our activity that is excavation, or we say that any activity that is lean concrete. After lean concrete, second is raft, or what type of soil condition is, and second one is raft foundation, that is 2. Whenever there is when we talk about the start to a start, Then again there is 2 bars. Again there is 2 bars. And this start to start relation is connected with the start of this bar. Always remember that this is the start of this bar. And this is will be connected with this bar. What does this shows now? This shows that when this activity is get started, then this activity will also get started. With the same start to start activity. Remember that with the same start to start activity. This is your second case whenever you done. Always remember that start to start now. Now the other thing, what I want to show, other thing is finish to finish. This one. What is basically finish to finish is the same concept, but this is used very least. Very least, this is used is very least use. Why? Because our very few activities which is gonna finish to finish. When we talk about finish to finish activity, it means that task B can't finish until task A finished. It means that this task not finished until your task A is gonna be finished. Now this task A is your predecessor and this task B is your successor. Must remember that. Another thing, if I talk about start to finish, this is just useless, not used into any planning anywhere. Still, I have normally planned 5 to 6 projects of the company, but I didn't use start to finish technique right now. I normally use finish to a start, start to a start, and finish to finish very less. Very few finish to finish. Now the task B here show that start to finish. Now start to finish shows you like this bar is gonna be connected with this bar. Always remember that whenever I talk about start to finish, it means that this B activity can't finish until your task A activity gonna be started. Until your task A activity gonna be started, this task B activity will not be finished. This is the concept of these dependencies. This is called project dependencies. Always remember that this is called project dependencies, and your Primavera P6 will work basically on these 4 things. If you get a command on these 4 things, I guarantee you that you will become a perfect planner. You will adjust a flow through it. You will adjust a negative flow through it. But once you have to get command on these 4 project dependencies. Otherwise, it is just useless to do your Primavera P6 course. You just waste your money without doing these 4 things in deeply, because these 4 things is very much important. For example, what does this finish to start means? For example, if I open my Excel here, and I have opened my Excel right now. Always remember that here you say that your first activity gonna be started as is 2 February and 2021. This one. It is gonna be ended. Always remember that today I want to give you the only concept. Tomorrow we will start working on it. If your activity ended at 9 February 2021. Now always remember that these 2 days is of the days of the activities. These 2 days of the days of the activity, what we have given right now, that our first activity will be from started this one and other is this one. Don't consider it simple, because in the middle of this one there is a really activity name right now. Because we say that, let's suppose there was the excavation. I say that excavation will done from 2 February to 9 February. Now, we say that if I have put the relation here finish to a start, FS, and whenever you will start giving the relation into the Excel, then you must not put dot here. Otherwise, the relation will not be shifted into the Primavera P6. Now you put here finish to a start. It means that this activity is gonna be finished at 9 February. If you see that, 9 February. Now the other activity will gonna be start from 10 February. Because what this finish to a start means, I have told you, this finish to a start means that until this activity is not finished, the next activity will not gonna be started. So the next activity will be from 10 February to 2021 and end at 16 February to, that is 2021, like this one. Now the other technique, this one is the finish to a start. Like this activity is gonna be finished 9 and this activity is gonna be started from your 10 February. Now the other relation I am giving here start to a start. As I have told you, what does mean a start to a start? That this activity B will not start until task A start. It means that a start means that this 10 February, this 10 February and 2021. This 10 February, this will also start from 10 February. Why 10 February? Because I say that when this activity is gonna be started, then this will be also gonna be started. And this is, let's suppose, gonna be end at 19, at 20. There is no fixed finish date at right now. As the upper activity is finished at 16, but this is not confirmed that either is gonna be finished at 15 or not. This is start to a start. And always remember that in a start to a start, your activity days will become less. Why? It is because if I open it, it is because if I open my board and clearly, it is because whenever we say that about finish to a start equal to finish to a start means, let's suppose the first activity 1 February to 6. So how many days? That is 6 days to 6 February. This one 6 February. How many days? 6 days. Other will start from, that is 1 and that is from 7 February. 7 February to 10 February. Then how many days? That is normally about 3 days, like 7 to 10. So 6 plus 3, how many days? That is 9 days is taken by these two activities. But if you give here a start to a start example, then what things you will get here? Automatically, when this activity is gonna be started from 1 February, this one, to 6 February, sorry for my writing, this was some 6 February, that is 6 days. And we say that the other activity is not started from 7, but other activity will also start from 1 February. This one, and ended at 8 February. This one. It means that it both gonna be started together. Now, as these extra 3 days is now safe here, because here, if you see here, that is 7 to 10. We are extra 3 days have to apply here. But here 1 February to 6 has been minus with this activity. If I select this one, then with this activity, 1 to 6 days is common, while other 2 extra days has been taken. That is 2 days, which is up to 8 days. So it means that up to 10 February, it was taking 9 days, but up to 8 February, it is taking about 8 days roundabout. but our days is gonna be saved. Here we will not given 8 days, but here I will given only 2 days above, because 1 to 6 is common here. But above 6, it is last 6, but above 6, 2 days only appear right now. That is 2. And if we ask more 2 days, up to, let's suppose this activity from 10 February, then it is gonna be plus 2, then only 4 days. How many days got saved here? 9 and 4. That is 9 minus 4. If you see here or count here, that is normally you will get 5 or round about this one. 5 days. It means that 5 days is going to be saved by a start to start relation. Always remember that this start to start relation is also very, very much important for us. Now again, if I move towards my topic here start to start, it means that days is gonna save. If we start the same technique, that is finish to finish. Finish to finish means when I will apply this technique to the Primavera P6. The Primavera P6 will stuck on the 20 February 2021 here. But the start date, it's up to you. But always remember that this start date must be less than this finish date. Let's suppose we say that our start date is also 11 February. Like it's up to us. 11 February and 2021. This one. Always remember that into the finish to finish, also our days got saved. Again, because definitely if I say that this activity is then finished, when this activity is gonna finished, it means that these both activities will be finished equally. Then we will work into the Primavera P6. This is very, very much important examples. Now if you talk about start to finish, that is S to F, we say that this activity means that the activity I will add here. What activity I will add here? This activity is not finished until this activity is gonna start it. So into the Primavera P6, automatically the start date of the upper activity will be captured if you apply this start to finish activity. And I always tell you that your start date must be less than from your finish date. So your activity must be 5 February maybe, or some other when it is get started actually. But this technique is useless. This technique is very, very much, we can say that this technique is not in the Primavera P6. The most command used is finish to start. The very much important. Start to start is also important. Finish to finish and start to finish is not so much important, we can say here. This is the example of some of these relations. Always remember these relations, otherwise your concept is not clear. Try to understand these relations. Now the other technique, what normally Primavera P6 will give you, but very few students try to understand that one. What is this? Maybe you have listened about lag. That what is lag? This is technique we normally use into the MS project about the lag. We say that our activities got lagging. Some of the activities have zero lag. Some of the activity has a higher lag. Some of the activity has negative lag or something else. Now, first of all, you have to know the concept about the lag. That what is lag is. Always remember that. Into the Primavera P6, the lag given the name as free float. It is always given the name as free float. I will also discuss about total float, but later on after the free float, when I discuss the free float is. What is basically the free float here? Whenever I talk about the free float here, it means that there is two activity. Like you are watching into the Primavera P6 like this one, like the two activities. Now there is a relation in between them, like finish to start. You say that this activity is end at 25 February 2021, but due to some issue, and this activity will be a start from how much it is, understand that it is finished to a start, then definitely if it is start from 26, 21, this one. Now due to some reason that your engineer is not available in activity 1, this is activity 1 and this is activity 2. Your engineer is not available in activity 1. Rain has been come during the project. The work is not going to done in that project or into that activity. It is not necessary that everyone or everywhere you have to work on your activity, because it could be haphazard come. It could be rain come. Sometime there is an issue of machine during working, where machine is get out of order, due to which your work is gonna be started. Your work gonna be stopped. For this reason, there is this activity which is gonna be up to 25. Now this activity will be finished up to 26 or 27. Now this activity is gonna finish up to, that is 27 or 26. This one. Now always remember that as this activity is got 26, then this activity must not be delayed at any cost. If this activity got delayed, then the float has been come. That is 1 day of float has been come. Because now it is 1 day late. Or 1 day late now. Now float is free float 1 day come. So the basic definition is, we can say that your predecessor date is delayed, due to which your successor date is not delayed. Like if gone 27 and it is shift onto 27, it is shift 26 and it will shift on 27, then definitely 1 day of free float has been come right now. But the technique due to which your predecessor date got delayed, then your successor date will not be got delayed. This is your free float. If this is got delayed, then your free float will become 1. I take another example that is normally taken into the into our projects. That is one activity, this one, other activity, this one. Now this activity is gonna finish up to, that is, we say that 8 February. Must remember this concept. 8 February 2021. Due to which, and this activity is have to be start from 9, but due to some reason, due to this activity got delayed up to 11 February. It means that 2 days of free float has been come. 8, 9, 10, 11, sorry, 3 days. It means that 3 days of free float has been come right now. This is called your lagging. This is called your free float. If I came practically, I will also show you practically into the Primavera P6. But right now, I want to show you in the Excel. I say that this activity is gonna be finished at 11 February. But our next activity will be a start from 12. But due to some reason, there is a 3 days of lag. Now what happened to here? Equal to this one, like this one, this plus this enter. Now you will see that the activity which have to be started from 12, now there is 3 days of lag. That is 12, 13 and 14. This is your lag. Now what is this lag? This is called your 3 days of lag. What is zero lag? If it is started from 12, then the lag must be 0 here. Always remember this technique. This is very, very much important. And whenever you want to finish your activity, it's up to you. 18. Because you have finished it, always effect your other activity, not your previous activity. This one. So this is your lagging. This is called lagging. If you start that 5 day of lag, due to which you say that the other activity is got 5 days late. In the other word, we say that lagging means late. To put equal, select this, plus this, enter it, there is a 19 February now. Now there is a lag of 5 days. This is all the concept of free float, lagging, and project dependencies. Very, very much important. Now, I am going to start. That is, I want to discuss right now about the total float. That what is total float is. If we talk about TF, what is TF? TF means total float. As we say that our project is gonna be finished. That's about 30 March. At 30 March, our project is gonna be finished. But due to some reason, this project is got delayed up to April or 5 April. That is 5 April. Now, what is total float? Total float means that due to predecessor and due to successor, this date and this date got delayed. Due to this delay of your activity days, your project final date also got delayed up to 5 April. Now your deadline was that my project must finish at 30 March, but it got delayed up to 5 April. So, how much days now of the float? That is 31 up to 5, that is 6 days of free float. And in what? In negative. Because it was your deadline, but you are going top now. You are going above the deadline. That is 6 minus 6 free float. That is total float. This is very, very much important technique. This is your minus 6 is your total float. Now, how you will manage this float into the Primavera P6 when we will manage it? There is a multiple method. One method is change relation type. Change relation type. As I show you here, that let's suppose if there is some relations like finish to a start, you can change your relation by asking that start to a start. But due to this start to a start, you have to consume more resources. For this, you have to consume more resources into the Primavera P6. Always remember that. If you don't want to add more resources, the other technique is you will change the timing hours. You will apply the overtime factor. Let's suppose your labor is working now 8 hours for 6 days of week. For 6 days of week right now. 8 hours for 6 days of week. Then you say that your laborers must work 5 days, but 10 hours per day. Whenever you see this technique, this technique shows more effective. But trust me, this is more effective technique to reduce the float. That asks your labor to work for 5 days but 10 hours per day. This technique is much more effective than the upper one. Now, what is the other technique is you can reduce your float. You can reduce your float by taking that must finish by extend your must finish by date, by extend your project date. Extend your project date. This is also another method to decrease the float. The first one, what was first one? To change the relation. What was the second one? Change the timings. Change the timings. What was the third one? Extend project time. This one. These are relations, change the timing and extend project time. These is very much important technique for decreasing your work time, for decreasing your float. This is a very much important technique to remember that. Else, whenever customer asks you, are the resources you are working, he asks you that give me the project too early to increase the resources. Whenever you will increase the resources, this phenomena is called crashing. Always remember that in engineering, in Primavera P6, in planning, this phenomena is called crashing. Whenever you will increase the resources to move your work on fast track, this phenomena is called tracking. So this was all the concept. Read this carefully, and inshallah tomorrow we will work on the Primavera P6. Sorry, let me one thing more explain. Now the other thing is expected date. Expected date. This one is our expected date. We say that our activity is up to 3 days. Total activity is up to 3 days. Like this one. Now we say that our activity, total activity will up to 3 days now. But your project manager asks you that either you are confirmed that it is end at 3 days, then you said it is expected that it could be go up to 2 days more. Then you will give the relaxation into the Primavera of 2 days. Of 2 days expected date. Now this activity will be total how much? That is 5 days. Now when it will take 5 days, then the activities relation with this will also get delays, will automatically get delayed, because it is expected at 5 right now. Inshallah, tomorrow we will work practically on all those into the Primavera P6 in each and very detail. Now revise this, and inshallah whenever once you get the grip, inshallah tomorrow when we start, then you will understand everything very